Hey campers, what's up? It's Yana and welcome to day 3 of Camp NaNoWriMo July 2020. First, a little update. I did write a tiny bit more yesterday after I stopped filming. I wrote another 200 words, which put me above my daily goal, so that's good. I'm still doing great on that. But right now, I'm not actually working on my novel. I'm working on my other project. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that on top of my novel, which is my main focus for this camp, I'm also working on a musical based on the Wild Swans by Hans Christian Andersen. And for that musicals, my goal is kind of just to write 5 songs. I don't want to push it too hard. So right now I'm working on one of the songs. So I thought I'd chat to you a little bit about how it's going and what my process is. So I don't know if any of you have worked on musicals or are working on a musical this camp, but I usually, when I write a musical, I start with the songs and I write the book last to kind of just connect the different musical numbers. I mean, this is not a rule. Sometimes I will then have to insert other songs or change things, and some things happen simultaneously. But for the most part, I write the musical numbers first. That's where my brain immediately goes. And then I write the book later. And of course I have an idea of what I want the story to be, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to write songs about it. So the song that I'm working at the moment is sung by young Eliza. So the Eliza in my story, Eliza is the main character in the Wild Swans. And in the fairy tale, obviously she's a typical fairy tale heroine. She's just kind of really nice and doesn't have too much of personality. But of course I'm changing things a lot because I'm doing a retelling or, you know, my own interpretation. So our Eliza for this musical is actually quite spunky, and she really likes talking and speaking her mind. Sometimes she's right, sometimes she's wrong, but she is very talkative, which kind of ties in really nicely with the fact that for a big portion of this story she's not allowed to say anything. She has to stay silent or otherwise her brothers are going to die. But this is before all of that happens, so this is her as a younger girl, and because she constantly gets told off for speaking out of turn or saying the wrong thing or ruffling people's feathers, this is her kind of complaining about that and being really upset about the fact that they're not letting her speak, even if she's saying something wrong. They're not letting her just talk and argue with people and figure it out. So when I do write songs, I usually first write the lyrics and then the music, but as I'm writing the lyrics, I kind of have a placeholder melody in my head to help out a bit, and sometimes that changes a lot once I sit down to compose, and sometimes it doesn't change that much. But as I'm writing, I am kind of humming to some sort of melody, because to me songwriting is slightly different to writing just straight up poetry. Obviously you can turn poetry into songs, and I've done it before, but if I know that it's a song, I am already thinking ahead to what the score is going to be, and sometimes what the harmonies are going to be and all that. And what I'm gonna do right now is I usually write the first verse and the first chorus, and then I go to composing the music because I want to hear what it sounds like, and then I go back and I write the second verse and then a coda or whatever else I need to write for it. So I'm gonna do a little bit more writing on that first verse and chorus, and then I'm gonna try it with my trusty horrible sounding guitar and we'll see what happens. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're done with the first part of the lyrics, so let's get the guitar and see what we can do. Okay, so obviously this is very much a work in progress. I mean, it's not even a full song, it's barely even half a song. And I do apologize in advance for my singing, it's not the best, it never has been. But I did promise you guys in my first video about this musical that I would share with you as I went along. So let's do it, why the hell not? Let's see what we've got so far. I am so going to get my chords and my lyrics wrong. There we go. Be quiet, Eliza, be quiet. If you speak, you don't know what's at stake. Better take my advice and be quiet, Eliza. What a mess words can make. Don't argue, no one likes to argue. Just be lovable for goodness sake. Better shake off your pride and agree that you're wrong. Never mind that it's fake, but if what's in my heart is on my lips, am I not speaking some kind of truth? If it isn't your truth, does it not have the right to be heard anyway? And I don't want to read from your safe little script. I'm defending my right to be wrong. I can never belong in a place where I'm constantly told what to say. Let me speak with no fear, and then I'll let you speak in return. We were so proud to learn our very first words when we were small, but now words aren't safe. Now words are a gift that we're sometimes too quick to refuse. They can hurt and confuse, but that's better by far than if we weren't speaking at all. That is it for now. That's what I've got for today. I may write a little bit later in my novel as well. I did say that I'd count lyrics towards my 20,000 word goal, but I'm thinking I'm only gonna do that if I don't reach the goal with just the words from the novel, because it's a little bit weird to be putting the lyrics together with it. If I'm only missing a few words at the end, I might do that. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and thanks for enduring my subpar singing. Let me know if anybody else is writing a musical who's watching, and how you would do that, even if you haven't written one before. How do you think you would approach it? Do you enjoy writing lyrics and poetry and that sort of thing? And I will see you again with another video at some point, maybe tomorrow. Thanks!